Good morning. Today is Tuesday, September 30th. We've made it through another month. Tomorrow starts my daily adventures in tarot casting, which will be a video every day for the next 31 days of the stickers that I have and the spreads and how to use them. But for today, we are focusing on the collective energy for the week. I'm going to be using my second edition of the Sawyer's Redux. This will be on sale this Sunday, October 5th at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So see you then. And then I am also using the Quiet Rebel Pocket Size Oracle by Thurman for the Oracle card this week. So I think I'm actually going to pull the Oracle first to give us kind of the umbrella, and then we're going to go into the focus for this week. So let's just get to it. What do we need to know? I've really been enjoying Lynn's decks. This is such a fun one. So let's see, we've got Reclaim the Mundane, Mindfulness. It's funny, that was from last week. That was kind of like the choose your own adventure, right? So we have now been told to reclaim the mundane through mindfulness, you know. So it's going to tell us that we need to be a little bit more intentional in our actions this week. And let's see what card is meeting us there. Love the way this shuffles. And if you missed out, I did a reveal of this the other day, so you can go in and see my flip through and see my thoughts on it. Okay, reclaim the mundane. And we've got through the Queen of Pentacles. So, oh, I love that. I love how this has like roses on the bottom here, and the roses are going down into the Queen. It's the first thing that I noticed. And maybe this week you need to just kind of be nurturing your home and the things that you have really put the time and energy into building. I feel like if any card is going to be showing up to greet these cleaners of cleaning house, it would be the Queen of Pentacles, and perhaps she's even helping, you know, if you have a family, there's a way to get them involved and just kind of get out of that every day is exactly the same feeling. And so the Queen of Pentacles is like, this is how we do it, you know. So let's get into tarot tiles. I'm using the felt tarot on the sides here in this cute little bag by Jenna at Moonlit Fae. First one we have is the moon. Put that there. And then we have the Five of Swords. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. And the Chariot. Okay. So let's see, how do these want to chat with us? So right off, you know, what I think about is with that moon, it's saying the things that, like the eclipse cycle is over, we're finished. That's the first thing. And the Page of Pentacles is maybe asking us what we learned through that eclipse energy. Was there a new project that kind of revealed its head? What is reflecting back to you from such intense energy? And the Queen of Pentacles is telling you, okay, this was what was revealed, and now we have to go forward. And with the Five of Swords and that Chariot, there's this idea of wanting to move and wanting to get on, but maybe the communication's not quite there yet. Maybe there's still some skirmishes happening, or there's things going on that are just taking up some of our thoughts, and they're just not being conveyed the right way. You know, like, you know what you need to do, but the words and the action has just not materialized yet. And that's okay, because you will get there, because when you are getting out of the space of just being stuck in a rut, maybe, it's not just a snap of the fingers that's going to allow you to just move forward, but even though your drive is there. So pay attention to that, and you're going to carry with you the things that you've learned and the things that were revealed during this eclipse season. I'm going to bring in some Lenormand. Oh my gosh, it's early. Forgive me, I can't speak. Now we've got the child and the mountain. So they're going to go there. And then at the bottom, we've got cross, birds, and fish. And so with the child showing up at the page and the moon, it lets me know that what has brought us to this point was the start of something new. Like, there's, whether it's something that was little that you had to like over explain yourself to, and then you just decided you're not doing it anymore, or, you know, it's just the beginning of something new. And when we're in that space, we have to learn all the ins and outs before we can really do anything about it. And the Queen of Pentacles is telling us it's okay, nurture that. Nurture what is being reflected back to you. Nurture things, being able to tell the illusion from what you want, but what is actually possible. And then going forward, it shows me that there's not going to be a lot of movement this week, because that mountain is just like, hold up, it's a new month, just let's see how this plays out, you know. And of course the Five of Swords is saying that there's just still some miscommunications, and the Chariot's not actually going to be moving, so there's going to be more about how we feel, and that might lead to some blockages. And it's okay, you know, because we're trying to just reclaim our peace, and in doing so, we might have to just pause a little bit longer. The action steps of the week, though, show us that this trial, this burden is in our past. You know, there still may be anxiety, but going forward, we are facing that abundance, and we are facing being able to go forward together. But knowing that any of the anxieties that are left over from the trials that we've recently faced are just in the past. And so we can still get ready to approach this mountain and climb it, but we needed a little bit better strategy, right? I'm also going to just bring in some of the words buttons. Let me find them over here. To check in with our thoughts, our feelings, relationships, the actions, our passions, and the earth, what needs to be grounded, our physical. And in our thoughts, we have whisper. So maybe this week, keep your thoughts a little bit low. Keep them to yourself. Not everything needs to be blasted out on social media. Whispers are what happens that can actually move mountains, right? Our relationships, our emotions, we have being grateful. You know, be grateful for what you have right now. Be grateful for how far you've already come. Be grateful knowing that if you are feeling some sort of way, it's not going to last forever. Our passions, we have confused. So maybe there's something that you're just not entirely sure over, and that's okay. So when that happens, you know, being in that confused state of mind is like actually a little gift, because it shows you that you're not really ready to take the full leap yet, and it needs to just take a little bit more time, which is this mountain, right? And it also could be like maybe what you're trying to do is confusing to others when you explain it to them. So there's just that energy around the momentum this week. And then with the our check-in with our physical and our health, we have indulged and grounding. So maybe you want to indulge this week. Maybe you want to really just do something nice for yourself, because the world feels a little bit heavy. And, you know, that'll help you get a little grounded, or maybe have the meal that you want. You know, just do something to indulge. I hope that this resonated. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Let me know in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to join me for a whole month of Adventures in Tarot Casting. I'm excited for this. See you then. Bye.